What's it feel like when you're playing the Super Bowl halftime show and then the lights go out and it's like,
oh, it's over.
Start.
All the nervousness is gone. It's a wrap. Like up until that moment, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
When they say, welcome to I said, yo, it's over.
Ooh.
It is go time. It's time for war.
Go. Let's go.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. A lot has changed since the last episode. I'm now 40 years old. I went to Hawaii. Kauai, to be specific. I went to Poipu Beach. We got a mug. And I got the best guest of all time on the podcast. One of the greatest drummers to ever live. The A1 touring dog. He's been everywhere 1,000,000 times. Ladies and gentlemen, make a ton of noise for the superhero, Brian Frasier-Moore. Oh my God. The standing ovation.
Man, stop. Yeah, this is crazy. That's a weird feeling.
BFM.
What's up, man?
BFM World. How are you, bro?
I'm great, man. Thank you for having me. This is incredible.
Thank you for coming here. Much respect, dude.
Thank you, sir. Same to you. Right back to you.
I appreciate that, man.
We talked about this.
Man, we've been talking a long time. You were an early Jam Card adopter. I remember that. Yeah. I remember when you got on Jam Card. That meant a lot to me. Yeah. Because we didn't know each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was a fan of yours. And then when you got on, I was like, that's tight.
I was like, this is a great idea.
Yes.
You know, so I hopped right on.
Much love, dude.
Man, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Right to you.
So, I mean, I'm actually going to open up your Jam Card real quick because I remember we have right here, you know, BFM's resume, the gnarliest resume in all of the internet. And it's like, you know, I was looking at it earlier today. There's no gaps. There's not a year off, man. It's just constant tours. You're out right now with Pink.
Correct.
Doing the stadium run.
Correct.
Looks like a crazy festival circus of a show.
It is.
I got to see it. I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake, Madonna, Janet Jackson, Queen Latifah, Babyface, Christina Aguilera, Tony Braxton, Patti LaBelle. Okay, I'm getting bored here. Backstreet Boys. More Timberlake, more Christina, more Janet. Repeats because you always keep getting the gig. You know what I'm saying? BFM's got the repeat gig. But anyways, it goes all the way back. Gamble and Huff.
That was iconic.
Gamble and Huff.
Wow.
And come on, the Philly connection.
Out of all those names you named, when you said Gamble and Huff, there was like a holy hush.
Man.
That's my OGs.
That's the beginning of BFM, right? 1991.
Absolutely.
And DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah, James Poyser was actually the corporate for that.
Really?
Me and James Poyser were like family. Taking music out of it. It's like my brother. He bailed me out of jail.
Really? We're talking about that.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, I mean it was something that got handled really fast, but he was there for me. He came and got me out of jail. James Poyser.
James, big shouts to James.
So he introduced me to that whole scene. He took me under his wing. He you know, we had been working together in church.
Yeah.
So he'd been writing all of the gospel project. This is good because people don't know about this. But he had been writing all the gospel projects like Michael Scott and Outreach, Overbrook Choir, all of that stuff. And so I was like, James, you got to put me on, man. Put me on. I'm ready. And,
how old were you at the time?
Man, maybe like 17. Yeah, maybe like 17, 18.
Wow.
And so he tells it, you know, first recording he put me on, I butchered it. He still tells me to this day. He said, man, you butchered my song. And not in a good way. So the moral of the story was he took me in the studio. I put this up on social media not too long ago, but it was Eric Benet was in the studio, Larry Gold's studio. And he had been working with him. And I was like, James, let me play a song. Finally let me play a song. He ordered the drum kit for me.
Yeah.
He had a kick drum. He had a snare, hi-hat, one ride cymbal. He said, that was it. He said, but I want side stick through the whole song.
Yeah.
So no drum fills, no toms, no nothing. And that was that song was Love on My Own. You can go back and hear it. But I learned a big lesson in that. And that was the evolution of James Poyser for me. That was a musical sense, but it was also personal. He was there for me throughout my life. So shout out to James.
Oh, man. Big love to James.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That came out naturally because my first question to you was going to be, and maybe this is the answer, was James, but since I feel like you and I share a lot of things in common. Of course, drums. We're business minded and we're community minded, right? And we love helping people.
Absolutely.
Like with everything you're doing with BFM World and your consultations, like I know you want to help develop people.
100%.
And you and I both are super passionate about that and spend a lot of time doing that. And I don't think enough people do that, but I think it's important to do so. And so my question for you is, who is the person that did that for you?
There are a few people. That's a great question. Obviously, we spoke about it. James Porter was very big in my process of learning music and expanding and networking and all of that, James Porter. So there was also like drummer mentors like Anthony Spike McCrae, who used to play with the Edwin Hawkins seminar back in the day. Anthony Spike McCrae, he's still on this earth. I still call him. Nice. I still tell him, like, bro, you really inspired me, and like often I call him. Garfield Williams, another one. OG Legends, East Coast, I still call him. Amazing. Tell him, thank you for, and so Jeff Lowe Davis, rest in peace. Yeah. He was a big, Joe Smith played drums with the Hawkins. He probably doesn't even know that, but
that's awesome.
Listening to that back in the day, bro, they were on another level. Yeah. Anyway, so I had a lot of people like that. Even moving forward, Little John Roberts. Yeah, I always say that. I was playing with Usher, and first time I was playing with Usher, and Usher was opening for Janet on the Velvet Rope tour. So I got to see John every night.
So sick.
I got to see him every night. I wasn't into triggers at that time, so I got to see, and he was so like, and I'd be like, what is that? We still homeboys from, like my homeboy playing with Janet. I'm like, yo, let me see your rack. Let me see your drum. Wow. You got black hardware, like everything. So I credit him for allowing me that experience of seeing what the industry is like. So. But
Usher and Janet Jackson Velvet Rope Tour, it's like 1999 or something.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Crazy.
Yeah, he was killing.
It's like peak music, you and Lil Jon.
Yeah. Wow. When he did the when he did the HBO special, and he did the solo. Yeah, I was on the side of the stage, with a cheerleader skirt on.
Talk about one of the nicest guys in the world too.
Yeah. Lil Jon, that's my dude.
Yeah, man. Do you have footage from that? I would love to see you drumming with Usher back in the day.
I do. I have some. I have this little vault. Yeah. That I have some footage from that. I have some footage from Aaliyah, from Genuine.
Wow. What was it like with Aaliyah?
It was amazing. I have footage of just talking to her, us in the hallway, but it was incredible. I mean, this was before she was big then, but this was before she was
huge,
the icon. Yeah. So we got to see those things and how inclusive she was and wanted to know what people felt about the music or play this or I like that or dance. She was the best.
Wow. Yeah. Were you on the road with her when she passed?
No. That was a tour afterwards.
A tour after.
Yeah. So I was in with her when it was Aaliyah and Genuine were just being released.
Wow.
So I did both of them on the Budweiser. I would come out and play with Genuine, take like a 10-minute, come back, play with Aaliyah. Mike Clemens was on that tour playing with Drew Hill. Why am I forgetting his name? Just that old man shit. Gordon Campbell was playing with Mary J. Blige.
Amazing.
On that tour. Yeah. Anyway.
Gordon.
So, yeah. Great guys.
You guys have been doing it a long time, man, at the top of the game. So wait, so that was like your first like mainstream like pop R&B tour?
I guess. I don't know. That's a good question because Usher came first.
Oh, okay. Usher was first.
And then Aaliyah and Genuine. So, I guess somewhere around there.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
That's so crazy to think. Oh, I would love to see that footage if you got it. Yeah. You could dig it up in your BFM vault. Yeah. I know you got that shit branded somewhere.
I sure do. There's a lot of stuff on there.
And that's the other thing that you do that I love is you brand so hard.
I do.
And I've noticed too is when you talk about BFM, you talk about it as a brand, as we, like we do this as BFM, which I really love because I think so many people are like I driven, like I do this. Because you could just do that. You could be like, I do this, but you're like, we help people.
Absolutely.
We do this. And I think that mentality as a choice.
Yeah.
That goes far, and it also speaks of your character.
100%. I mean, it just, we're talking to people who have ambitions and passions and they want to do something. So just your tone and selection of words can make people feel even more comfortable about taking the journey with you or trusting you with those deep passions or those insecurities. You know, I'm not good enough. I ain't never going to be able to do this, you know. Yeah. Look, bro, we all been there.
Yeah.
We all come from the same thing. We're here to help you because it's the truth. It takes a nation. So,
did you have the professionalism mentality back then when you were in your early touring years?
Yeah, but it was directed towards other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I can see the what do they call it? Coalition exam. Is that the right word? Whatever. My wife would be like, "Oh my God, what words is he saying?" But yeah, I can see the similarities.
Yeah.
To where it was more, hey, I want to show the world I can play.
Yep.
Hey, I'm here. Check me out. I'm going to play on this. I'm going to do this.
Yep.
I'm going to get with Eric Tribbett in Jersey on the tour bus, and I'm going to have video if I got footage of that too.
Oh yeah, send it.
And you know, but it was directed towards the wrong thing. Well, I guess it was the right thing at the particular time. It's all about being seen. But now, yes, it's directed in a whole nother way. Like we have a lot of things to do, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I admire. I tell you this with you and Kristen and everyone over there does. Like, I admire that. It's refreshing, you know, because you can't get lost in just your ability.
Yeah,
and I get it. You know what I'm saying? And these guys have incredible abilities. We're not talking down about it. It's not a down thing. This is like the abilities are incredible, right? But if you don't expand that and reach back and encourage and give and make opportunities, if you don't do that, then what do you do for?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
The selfishness holds you back. And then a lot of it is just, I don't know if they're just not taught enough to think bigger than just right now. If you just think about right now, you're just going to stay.
Yeah.
And thinking about your goals, where you want to be, what can happen, anything can happen, and trying to think bigger and just like reach for the stars. And stepping out of your comfort zone. Because once you get on that arena tour, once you're staying at Four Seasons,
that's the thing.
Once you got a condo bunk, once you get all these things, you know, like it gets nice and cushy.
That is the thing. You said it. That's the whole thing. Like every time, getting out your comfort zone every time. Oh, look, I not mastered. I never believed that I mastered something, but okay, my thing is strong here.
Yeah.
Okay, it's strong here. This is not so strong. I'm scared of this. I know I need to brand out to this.
Yeah.
Brand. All right, so I'm branching out to this. You got to start from the bottom. Yeah. You know, no more condo bunk.
Yeah.
No more Four Seasons.
Yeah.
You got to start over. Nobody knows you. Nobody respects you like what you think. So I know I'm probably jumping ahead, but it just popped in my head. Shout out to Dom Familaro. About 12 years ago, maybe even longer, I might be misquoting it, but you get the picture. I did a drum clinic with me, Dom Familaro, Omar Hakim, Thomas Lang. Right, it was in Connecticut. It was crazy. I was super nervous. Just want to throw that out there. So, you know, I had to go on first. And so what I do in my clinics is I have 2 drum sets. Yep. Because I believe that you can sit there and have someone watch you play, but it really, once again, I want you to take something home. If you could take home, I played with Brian, or Vinny had a clinic and I played, and I came up and played with Vinny. Do you know what kind of confidence that would give me, even if it was just a simple beat? Like, yo, I played with Vinny. Yeah. Like, I'm going to go. So I used 2 drum sets to to get rid of people's insecurities.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? To build them confidence. Come on up and play. Anyway, okay.
So at your clinic, you'll pull someone up to play with you?
Absolutely. It could
From
be,
the audience?
It could be anything. It could be, I'll finish playing a song and they'll be like, hey, there was a drum fill that you did, such and such. I'll be like, yeah, I know the fill. They say, can you break it down? I said, come on up and we'll break it down together.
Wow.
And they'll come up and they'll do it.
Wow.
And they'll learn it. And they'll be like, yo, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I believe in the 2 drum sets for the interactive part of a clinic. So, okay. So anyway, that's what I did, you know, because that's what I do in my clinics. And I did it first. And I had little kids come up. You teach them beats, you know, and they have the confidence and they follow you and they go off, you know. So little kids. So, okay, fast forward. After the clinic, they did their clinic. They killed it. Afterwards, Dom came up to me and said, man, I love the way you do the clinic. You know how he talk, right? I'm probably not doing it any justice, but you get it. I love the way that you do the clinics. I love what you did. I love how you had the kids coming up. I love how your spirit was great. He said, but when you're really ready to do this, let us know. We're here. I said, thank you.
That's weird.
Thank you. I was like, I didn't understand.
Yeah. And
then he broke it down to me. I write books. I have millions of students around the world. I do curriculum. I'm a drummer.
Yeah.
But it spans off to this, spans off to that, spans off to this. So when you really ready to span off and do this, we're here for you. And that birthed BFM World.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Don Familaro gave me, that's what he told me. And I was like, I went home. I was like, wait a minute. I told my wife, I was like, hold on, yo. He's right.
Yeah.
He's absolutely right. Like, I am a drummer. I've been blessed to do this, but what am I doing with it? What else am I doing with longevity? You know why I push so much? Because I'm afraid of what can happen if I don't.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. It ain't driven by ego. It ain't driven by, oh, yo, I'm the man, so you know, everybody know me. You know, I'm out here with, no, it's not. It's like, yo, if I don't do that, what's gonna happen? 2025 is coming.
Yeah.
Like, I started 2025 planning in March of 2024.
Hell yeah.
Like, so I have no time to be, that's just my mindset. It's like, what's happening? What could possibly happen? Are we going to grow this year? Mm-hmm. What are we going to do? Sidebar 2025, y'all going to be surprised. It's some growth.
BFM Universe.
It's some growth.
Let's go.
I had time to think. I've been on a great gig. Shout out to all my Pink people. Pink, everybody out there. I've been on a great gig, great energy, and it puts you in a different mindset. You said you like to walk. I walk every morning. I have the same regimen every morning. Wake up, go to the gym, work out, go to the breakfast, because the breakfasts are free, and they're incredible overseas. So you got to go to the breakfast. If you don't go to the breakfast overseas, you are tripping. Anyway.
You talking about the hotel breakfast?
What? Are you crazy? They had the full... Anyway, yeah. And then I walk around the city. So I get in the air and I feel the city and I walk around. I listen to music. I listen to the album. I think. Go back to the room, meditate, and then I'm ready for the day.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
It does me great.
Because it's very easy to sleep until 1 p.m. on tour.
Yeah,
be like, oh, sound check's not till 4. We're already dialed in. Tech sets everything up.
I can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
I'm
You're making the most of it.
I'm a 7:30.
Yeah.
If it's 8 o'clock, I'm like, you lazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah.
So Dom saying that to you opened up your mind and made you realize, okay, I want to do something more with this.
Completely. I mean,
and so BFM World, for people that don't know, give the. I mean, I could do the elevator pitch, but I would love for you to do it.
Sure. BFM World is pretty much a place and a universe that you can come to for all of your aspirations, all of your questions about the entertainment industry. You don't necessarily have to be a drummer. Mm-hmm. You don't. It's keyboard player, guitar player, vocalist, artist, DJ, poet, producer. Doesn't matter what you do. These insights and these lessons and these things to look out for pretty much run along the same lines when you're applying them to business.
Absolutely.
So we create a world that you can come and you can call us. We have curriculum. We have lessons. We have consultations, which is our most popular. So you come to us with your subject. What's burning with you? You know what? I've been doing gigs. Okay, cool. I've been doing gigs. But the money, I just can't really figure out how to get more money.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't want to offend anyone, but am I even worth it? You know, like real stuff. So we develop methods. We break it down.
Amazing.
You know, to people so they empower them and so they can go. So anyway, go to bfmworld.com. But this is the spirit of us. We want to help. We want to.
I love it.
And then, as a bonus, we take some of these guys and we put them out in the world. We put them on work.
Yeah.
So
when you see that they're ready,
I have to say this.
Yeah.
So Antonio Geary is my tech.
Yep.
Antonio Geary was also an 8-year client of BFM World.
Wow.
Right? We took him straight out of Musicians Institute. He graduated. We scooped him up. He tried drums at first. It wasn't working out. He agreed. We both mutually, him and his dad, agreed. And so I said, teching might be something you're interested in.
Yeah.
Fast forward, he came over my house every day. I had him like Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid. He would set up my kit completely, tune it, triggers, electronics, set up everything, cymbals. I would time him every day.
Wow.
I would then sit down and check. Make small revisions until there was no revisions to be made. And then, okay, break down, load out. Let's try it every day for about 2 months.
Wow.
Right? So he got it down pat.
A proper boot camp.
100%. Fast forward, he's out with me with Pink.
So cool.
There's also a guy, Chris Jernigan, who was my other client for about 7 years as a drummer. We're trying to get him out there, trying to get him heard, trying to get him seen. So we have subs on Pink.
Yep.
Right. So if anything, like I caught COVID a couple of times, and so Chris is there to learn. So I was able to pick the guy. So now Chris, my other client, he's out there with me,
subbing for you.
That's
amazing.
And we put him out on work. Mike Reed is my guy. And we got a whole squad of working drummers. Silently, this is the first time I'm even mentioning it. We've been working together for years, and we got a whole core group of musicians, drummers.
I love that.
The camaraderie, the information. What are you doing? Where are you doing? Where is it?
Community.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing, man. That's powerful.
Yeah.
We mentality.
It's all a we.
The we mentality. Look, if you are a musician, look, it's very easy as a musician, as an artist, etc., to have the me mentality because you're constantly focused on your skills and your craft and you want to be better and you want to be stronger and you want to get more followers or whatever it is. So I understand that as an artist, you're bred to have a me mentality. But the second you switch that into a we mentality, watch what it does for your entire life.
Yeah.
Everything.
100%.
Everything changes. Yeah. I was a selfish drummer for sure for years, focused on, because you're like, oh, what's my next gig? What's this? Was it? How do I benefit this? And the second I changed it to we, my whole life changed. So highly recommend the we mentality. I would like to move this conversation to musical directors.
Okay.
So, this is a big musician pod, so I'm pretty sure everyone knows what a musical director is. Mm-hmm. But if not, at a high level, the musical director is a person chosen by the artist to represent the musicality of the tour. So they do everything from like building the band to putting together the arrangements and making sure everything runs smoothly as the tour goes, and is like kind of the liaison from the artist to the band. What's going on here? So that's a musical director, very important piece of the puzzle. When you go see Pink or Harry Styles or any huge act, all the way down to even when you're going and seeing club tours or whatever, there's 99% of the time a musical director that's like the right hand musically of the artist and does all that. So musical director is big piece of the puzzle. Adam Blackstone. Mm-hmm. I know you guys are super close, been working together for a long time now. Adam Blackstone is one of the top musical directors in the world.
Black.
And so when did Adam Blackstone enter your life?
So me and Adam have always known each other.
Yeah.
We're all from the same area. He was in Jersey, I'm in Philly, and that Jersey-Philly line, there is no line.
Yeah.
We're all together. So we grew up together in the streets of Philly. And Jersey. And then there was a period where, because because I'm 51, I'm older. I left Philadelphia. There was a time, but Lil John left before I did. Mm-hmm. So there was a time that we were gone from Philadelphia. And I think right at the time that I left, Adam was coming in and killing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I miss that initial at home of working with him. But then industry-wise, because he was killing, and I went ahead and did my ushers or whatever. And so the timeline came up that we joined back up together.
Yeah.
And it's been a minute. I'm afraid to even say how many years because I might be saying it wrong. But what is this, 2024?
Yep.
Was it 15 years? That's 15, 7. I might be wrong. But so you get the picture. So that's my dude. That's my bro. I follow him to the end of the earth. You know what I mean?
Well, when that happened, what was the first gig you guys did together? And was that him calling you for the gig? Was he MDing, or was he playing bass?
This is funny, bro. This leads off to another story. I'm very transparent. So I think the first gig, Adam, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I know we did this together. I think the first one was this artist, Mike Posner.
Oh, yeah.
You remember Cooler Than Me?
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. So Mike Posner, and we did that gig together. He was the MD, but he wasn't playing bass.
Okay.
So that was my first interaction with him as a musical director, and the fact that he wasn't going to be doing it, that he trusted me. So I was like, oh, cool. This might be a nice situation, with my young business mind. Hey, this might be a nice situation to show him that he could trust me.
Yeah.
I'll hold him down.
Yeah.
Even though it's exciting out here and I feel like the stage and the crowd is going to have me wanting to play 10 and 20,000 chops and everything that I know, you know what? Let me think big for a second and be like, Dad, let me make a lasting impression that he can trust me. And I could be working for the next 10, 15 years. Message.
Manifested that.
That was a message.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So Posner was the first gig.
Yeah.
And then, so what happened from there?
Man, it's all a blur. It was, I swear to you, it's written on that thing.
It's written on that thing.
That resume took me, my wife was on me. That took me a long time to find those years too.
I'm going to post a screenshot of that. We'll post it right now in the video.
It was a lot. But yeah, we started rolling a lot of television shows. So me and Adam developed a lot, a great working chemistry. Like we're like, I don't want to say that because everyone's going to see this.
What?
We're like brothers.
Yeah.
I was going to say like a husband, wife. No, that's weird.
You guys are like an old married couple?
Kind of. But in a sense of we know each other so well.
Yeah.
I know what he's...
Your family, yeah.
What he's thinking.
Yeah.
I know where he's going. I can hear his arrangements and say, oh, he wants to go here. Or, oh, he did this. He's taking it here. So musically... I can understand. So I think that was a great asset for me and him. Because he moves quick.
Yeah.
He said, yo, let's do this, let's do this, do this. So you don't have time to ask questions.
Right.
You don't, it's like the better you can know a person, the better Teddy Campbell knows Ricky Minor. No, he can look at him and say, he's about to play this.
Yep.
Or he's about to do this.
Yep.
That's that thing, bro.
Absolutely.
I call that longevity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you can know where they want to go, you're just making them look good. They're so happy, they're going to call you over and over again.
Yeah, bro. And you can complete their vision.
Yeah.
Because each one of them are a genius at what they do. They have a vision. They have a sound. Like each time, Adam, we do a lot of pre-records. I just did one yesterday for him for his new album, Big Band.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, this here, this here, this here, this here. And like you got to go in there and you have to embody him like you're playing. You can see what he's going to play. There's no bass track.
Right.
But you have to be able. So the more you can know that, I feel like the more you will work. And that's a big part of me and Adams.
So how long did that take for you and him to grow that close and to have kind of that understanding of him?
We were all from the same background, so that helped.
Yeah, definitely.
We all view music the same way, like artistically and creatively. So that helped a lot. I would say on a professional level, maybe a year or two.
Yeah, nice.
but at least by 2 years we were locked in.
Oh man,
you know what I mean?
Man, so the Justin Timberlake tour.
Yes.
I mean, wow. Tours. Excuse me. The Justin Timberlake tours. But especially the 2020 experience.
That was a great
Was that
tour.
the Man of the Woods tour? No, that was before.
Man of the Woods was after
that,
2020.
Yeah. The 2020 experience, that band with you and Adam, oh my God.
That was a great band.
Unbelievable.
Everybody in that band was incredible.
That was so standout to me. Like I remember that, like, and just so impressive. Like, and especially because I feel like a big part of the energy in a Blackstone show, especially when it's the two of you, is the two of you. I feel like so much of the energy is coming from you guys. You know, the persona, the personality, the everything is. I feel that bounce between the two of you.
He's tricky.
Yeah.
Adam Blackstone, you know, because he'll be in rehearsal, he be killing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He'll be playing. But when it's show,
yeah,
he might give you a little gas right here that you ain't heard. You like, whoa, what's that? So I guess that energy keeps it fresh. But I love that about him. It's like, yeah, he's definitely going to do something.
That's amazing. Yeah. What do you think is like one of the most special things about Adam?
Just his attention to detail. Like all around the board, whether that be to music, whether that be to parts, whether that be to advice he gives to artists, whether that be to Pro Tools and how he programs a show, or just his vision as far as specifically drums. Like me and him work together a lot with triggers, and the way we do that, it's a big job. It's not just an SPDSX to the side with a snap sound on it. You know, we actually taking the sounds from the album, putting them on our drums, right? And then that drummer has to become the spirit of the record, not what the drummer would play over the record. And then if you can do both some kind of magical way, fuse the both of them together, game over.
Yeah.
So that's and I know people use it different, but that's in our world. That's the method of the authenticity. But you ever hear it's a show that's heavy in the box, right? They got a lot of stuff in the box, and the intro. The intro is really big, like you hear is, you know, it's a bright intro. And then it gets to the first verse of the song, and then all this track just come in. Have you ever?
Totally, of course.
Yeah.
And then the drummer's just on the hi-hat.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You want to play it.
Yeah, I want to play
I see you
it,
moving around.
I want to have the body of the authenticity of the track.
You want to make the snare tuned perfectly for that song and then layer the exact clap sound from the record on that snare.
100%. And then as a drummer, figuring out what I can do. Because I got a big old fat nasty clap on my snare. So taking off with my snares might not be the option, but what energy can I substitute for taking off on the snare? BFM World consultations. This is what we do.
Use the affiliate code Elmo 24 for 10% off your BFM.
Absolutely.
That's great, man. Ricky Minor, one of the other music director legends. So, what makes Ricky different?
Once again, genius.
Yeah.
Attention to details. Now where it's hats. I'm learning. Working with different musical directors, it's hats. It's just hats. You put this hat on, and then you put this hat. Each hat has its own method of how it runs. Not to be compared to any other one's hat, because it's their hat. You know, this is your hat, this is your hat. But now this hat, and my experience, I want to say, shout out to Teddy Campbell. I want to say this publicly. Teddy Campbell, you are a class act, super phenomenal musician, specifically on reading those charts and understanding those bar lines and authentically bringing it through to drummers like us to show us how it's done. So I just want to say that, Teddy Campbell. But yeah, sitting in those seats, like it's a chart gig.
Yeah.
And so real short story. Okay. So Ricky calls me up. This is 10, 11, 12 years ago, right? Ricky calls me. Teddy, they was doing American Idol, and Teddy was sick. I think he was sick at this time. He needs somebody to come in and fill in.
Yeah.
And the gig was specifically, can you read charts? And you know how somebody asks you if you read charts and you'd be like, yeah, like it's like that high, like that high. Yeah, I read charts. It's like, no, you don't.
It's like sort of in a way.
Sort of. It's like, dang, this Ricky mine. I really want to work with him. But yeah, and so that experience changed my life.
No, you were like, I need to know how to do
100%. And shout out to Ricky for suggesting the books. He suggested 2 books to me that were incredible. I'll send them to you.
Yeah. That
were incredible, changed my life. Started doing it more, understanding Teddy and the mentality that he was in, doing Kennedy Center honors, pressure gigs.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting at Kennedy Center honors, bro. And it's like, yeah, we have to record these bumpers real quick off the side of the stage that we had never touched before, never rehearsed. Hear my heart.
Yeah.
Hear not a bragging tongue at all.
Yeah.
Hear my heart. Never touched these songs. I'm already nervous.
Yeah.
Right? Never touched them and running through them like this. All right.
Because TV's different. The pressure of TV is so different. Anybody knows when you've played on TV, you can play a stadium tour, you can do whatever. The second it's that TV gig and the countdown happens, it's a whole different pressure cooker.
Teddy Campbell, the king.
The king. Wow, man. That's great.
Yeah.
So what about communication styles? Because really, like, a music director is your boss, right?
Yep.
So they're the leader. They set the culture of the work environment and of the tour. So what is it like with Ricky versus Adam? Like, how are they communication-wise and everything different? I
mean, both of them, now you're talking about personalities of a person, and experiences. Like, I'm from the same crib as Adam. So we have different lingo, and
for sure.
But it's still open. It's very, very open, very loose. That, shout out to both of those guys for always asking, well, what do you think? Yeah. You know what I mean? That's big, man. They're icons. They're the leader. They're our bosses. We have to give them what they want and they see, and for them to say, hey, well, Adam might say, well, yeah, you know what to do. Yeah. That's like a huge compliment.
Huge
bro.
Compliment. That means I trust you 100%.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily know that I know what you're talking about right now, but okay, that makes me want to know. Yeah. And Ricky, well, you the man, bro. I'm like, that feels great, So
absolutely,
they're both expressive. They're both open. They're both detailed. Yeah. There's no playing games with either one of them, but the personalities are just different as people. But yeah, they're pretty much the same.
That's crazy.
Even Chris Pooley, I work with him. Yeah. Paul Merkovitz, I work with him. Same thing. They have different personalities, but details is a must. Absolutely. Authenticity is a must. Drum sounds are a must. Yep. You got to have this together. So
I've seen you play a bunch of times on TV. I can't keep up with which ones are which because you're constantly on all the top shit.
God is good.
But I guess I'll pay attention more. I'll be like, oh, maybe it's a Ricky Minor gig, because sometimes I'll see you on TV and you're playing and I can see you reading. Yeah. I can. Other times you're just killing and doing your thing. Maybe like Justin Timberlake, you're like, I know this arrangement or whatever it is. Exactly. But then I'll see you playing like this.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, okay, he's sight reading.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, I want to be on point.
Yeah, absolutely.
That Kennedy Center's had an orchestra behind us, and we played quite a few songs with Herbie Hancock on piano. I said, listen, butterflies, blanks, gray fog area, get out of here. No.
Focus time.
We are at bar 37. There's about to be a 2-4 bar on bar 38. Like, no.
You got to nail that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're talking about an 80-year-old man that is still 100% crushing,
killing
at his highest level still,
like,
which is super inspiring.
Depending on you to know where you at, because I'm gonna be where I'm at.
Yeah,
because I'm hurt.
Yeah,
I'm Herbie Hancock.
Exactly.
Shout out to the OG.
Is Chris Pooley MDing Pink?
So I think there was two musical directors that I was working with under Pink, which was Paul Merkovich and Chris Pooley.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is one on the road and one's at home?
Well, when we go on the road, then there's Jason Chapman. So Chris Pooley and Paul Merkovich are coming in at rehearsals and things like that. But when we're on the road, it's Jason Chapman, musical director.
When you guys put together that tour and you do the U.S. run, or is it? It's the same set list, yeah? The whole run?
I mean, generally the same set list, but, she likes to, I want to try this song. I'll try this song, which I appreciate. So you just still got to be up on your P's and Q's. When I first came into playing with Pink, we were doing festivals. So the songs changed quite a bit. We do a lot of covers like Bohemian Rhapsody, or things like that, or
pretty hard cover,
or Barracuda, you know what I mean, or things like that. So you have to be up on your songs.
God, because she's such an insane vocalist. Yeah, she can crush those songs.
Yeah, she can crush. She would kill those.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk about Pink, but to finish on musical directors, who do you think are the next generation of musical directors?
Man, that's a good question. That pops in my head right now. There are a couple of guys that I've worked with. Derek Cobbs, 100%. Terrence Vaughn, 100%. Already, not even up and coming, but current Omar Edwards. And then you have, let me see, you have, I know I'm forgetting about someone. Wait a minute, you got Edwin
Carranza.
Yep.
Yep.
And then you have I see quite a few guys. Denard. You got Denard, younger generation. You got there's a bunch. I see a bunch of them sporadically, but I see their inspirations. Yeah. It's from a core of people, so which is cool. It's kind of a liaison from the older to younger generation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Pink real quick, because we were just talking about it. So you're currently on the Pink Stadium tour. Looks wild.
It's crazy.
How is she? She seems like a really great person. What is she like working with?
It's great. 100%. My wife, just to give you an idea, my wife says, "I love you at this camp."
Nice.
Like your energy is better.
Oh, I like that.
You seem more at ease. You seem more relaxed and confident.
Yeah.
I said, "Babe, I do." Everyone's professional. She's great. She's professional. She's, she has you on her team for a reason, and so now you have to be that.
Yeah.
So be that, you know what I mean? Be that person. And she's great. The whole camp is great. Everyone's professional. Everyone's about their thing. Everyone is great at what they do, and there's no pretension. There's no everyone's family, and that's everyone. That's the crew. Yeah, like crews. We're all family. Yeah, the pyro guys that come out like, "Yo, have a great show." Like the rigger guys, like, "Yo, man," you know what I mean? It's like a family. Because
how many people are on the road with you guys?
That's a good question. If I had to guess, it's definitely over 100. Yeah, I would have to say.
You got what, 10 buses?
Yeah. So we travel by bus, and sometimes we do flights. Charter flights. I guess it would be 10.
Yeah. It's a big run.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. It's and what people don't know is, like, of course, I'm so thankful. This is my 30th year of doing this, right? But this is my second stadium tour that I can put a title of stadium on. Right? The first one was Legends of the Summer. Wow. But it wasn't a long run. Right. I think we did like 15 shows or something like that.
Who was all on that tour?
That was Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z together. That was incredible, man.
And you were doing both, yeah?
No, it was me and Tony Royster.
Oh, and Tony Royster.
Yep.
I remember. Wait, when was that?
It's on that thing.
Yeah. Let's look on your jam card.
Yeah. So that was so dope because me and Tony got the solo together on the same song, and we were playing intricate parts together. Like he would play this, and
that's so cool.
Yeah,
because it was going back and forth, song kind of situation.
It would be like Justin would do some songs that would merge into a Jay-Z song, and then Jay would do some songs that would merge back into a...
So that would be like you drumming, and then it would just move over to Tony Royster, and then certain times double drums?
Well, the thing is when Tony was playing, I was playing electronic parts, so I would switch to auxiliary when he take the main, and then he would switch to auxiliary, and then I would take them. So we were still both playing at the same time.
That's so cool, man.
That was fun.
Love Tony.
But yeah, so that was if I count that, but this one is different.
Yeah.
This is like what have we been out? Almost 2 years. We've been out and we've done nothing but stadiums. This is my first artist that I've ever done a full stadium run with.
That's amazing. And you're about to go to Europe right now, right?
We just came back from Europe.
You just came back from Europe. Where are you going next?
Finishing in the States.
Finishing in the States?
Yeah.
Does that mean I get to go see the show?
We're going to be at Dodger Stadium.
Is that announced or not?
It's announced.
Okay, I should pay attention. I'm going to be there.
Yeah. I think it's Dodger Stadium. Yeah, I think so.
Can I pull you watching Lil John Roberts back in the day? Can I pull one of those? It's a big ask.
That's a big ask. we'll talk about it.
TBD. Find out next time on BFM Consultations.
They're like, what happened to Brian? He's not playing with Pink anymore. I wonder what happened.
He let Elmo come and sit next to him, and they fired him.
Oh, God.
That's great. Okay.
If we're leaving Pink, before shout out to Mark Schulman. Thank you for being so gracious and everything during the transition.
Oh, okay, amazing. That's good.
I called him, and because I'm just that type of guy.
Yeah.
So
that's a big deal.
Yeah, he's been there forever.
Yeah.
So shout out to Mark, man. Thanks for being a cool dude.
Let's talk about Mike Reed for a moment. Mike Reed. Drumming right now out on the Justin Timberlake tour.
Yeah.
As you're doing your second stadium tour. Is there a passing of the torch happening with Mike Reed right now?
I hear that. If you had to say it like that, yeah, I guess some people would say it kind of like that. I guess what me and him would say would be partners.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah. So we share because he shares with me.
Yeah.
He keeps me current.
Amazing.
And I share with him. And iron sharpens iron. Mm-hmm. And that's how we look at it.
Yeah.
So I can understand how someone would possibly say something like that. But that's my guy. I got 1,000,000% faith in him.
Yeah.
To do whatever.
Another great guy.
Congratulations, Mike. You killing it, bro. Man, Doc. That's my dude. Doc, you killing him, baby.
That's more we mentality coming at you.
Yeah. I'm just proud of him. Congrats, Mike.
Who else right now? Who are the drummers that you're loving is in your community?
Chris Jernigan, he's out with me. Check him out, Jernigan Forward. I love what you're doing. I love the initiatives that you're taking, even as far as studio drum sounds. Big thing. Eric Boots Green, back home.
Boots.
Yep. Oh God! Wait a minute. Why am I about to say Reggie? No. Okay. Tony Royster. I'm naming everybody kind of my squad. Chris Johnson. Shout out to Chris Johnson. Rest in peace, Aaron Spears.
Aaron, man.
Yeah. Queen Cora Daru. Ray Lazor, my guy. Because we crossing. It's about to cross.
Yeah.
We bring all these worlds together.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. I'll be in the front like Malcolm X.
Let's go.
Bring them all together. Rich Redman.
Yeah.
Kenny Enoff. Thomas Lang, we merging them.
I love it, dude.
So all those guys for different reasons. You know, it's a business, bro.
Yeah.
It's a business, so you need different inspirations and things like that. Dennis Chambers, OG, Omar Hakeem, forever. Dom Familaro, we miss you. Ricky Lawson,
man.
When I was younger, Ricky Lawson was the epitome of a working drummer for me.
Absolutely.
He did it the way it's supposed to be done, period. And he was a great guy.
Yeah.
And he was very open and loving to everyone.
Yeah.
And he didn't let his ego get in the way of seeing another generation or a younger generation. So Ricky Lawson was the epitome of it for me.
That's beautiful.
100%.
Yeah. Absolutely killing it. Just seemed like the greatest dude. I never got to meet him, unfortunately.
Yeah. Great guy. Yeah.
Watched hella videos though.
He had nice leather jackets.
Yeah.
Bro. He had like butter smooth leather jacket. I said, that's that money right there.
Oh yeah. Because that's got to be. He's up there with the highest paid drummers. You got the Abe Laboriels. You got the Ricky Lawsons.
Abe, could you spare a brother $2? Just to Abe Laboriel. That's my guy, man. He's the
nicest guy in the world too.
He's a great guy, man.
So, all these guys are the best guys.
They are.
Hey, you're up there, bro. The BFM.
I just want to be a great guy.
You've had the privilege of being able to play many hit songs live. Because I've only been able to do it for, I don't know, let's say a handful or a dozen or whatever. I can only imagine how many hits you have played live in front of screaming arena. And that feeling is crazy when you play a hit song live. What are some of the songs that you've played that have given you that moment?
Man, I'll start currently, like now with Pink. So What?
Yeah.
Man, that was such a big hit.
Yeah.
And every time we play that and she takes off and flying around the stadium, it's like, this was a big song. Like,
and she literally flies across the stadium.
Yeah, I was like, this is a huge song. Right.
That's got to feel good playing that, huh? What does that feel like?
It feels incredible. I mean, you feel so empowered.
Yeah.
You feel, even for your own personal insecurities, it's like to be a part of a monumental moment like that does something for you as a person.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's incredible. Like being with Justin, like it's like playing Cry Me a River.
Yeah.
It's like, that was a big song. Like,
wow.
Or Mirrors.
Yeah.
Mirrors, really, because the energy of that song was just, it's so uplifting and triumphant. But yeah, or Janet Jackson, just pick any song. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, or Babyface.
Wow.
Playing with Babyface and being able to play not only his hits, but to play the hits that he wrote for others.
Yeah.
Bobby Brown, Tony Braxton, Tevin Campbell.
Yeah.
That's that. I never thought of it like that, but that does give you butterflies to be a part of that, and it does something for you even right now. It does something.
Yeah. Let's do a little thing where I sing the song and then you beatbox to it.
Let me get myself together.
All right, this is the freshest drum beat from the Justin Timberlake shit.
Okay.
Ain't nobody love you like I love you. You're a good girl and that's what makes me trust you. Late at night I talk to you. You're gonna something when I touch you.
I can't do all of I can't believe I did that.
You nailed that.
Oh my God.
You can beatbox. Is that how you're learning songs? Someone's like, learn the song right before you go on stage and you're like.
No, I'm like, intro is 8 bars.
That's not the Ricky Lawson or not the Ricky Minor charts.
No, I actually, while we're on the subject, I actually have my own personal charts that I write out when there's no charts.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are your personal charts like?
So let's just say, like, just for 2 sections, there's an intro and then there's a first verse, right?
Yep.
So how many bars in the intro? 4 bars in the intro. Okay, there's an accent that happens at bar 4, beat 2. So accent at 4-2. Bow. Verse, like, I write my own.
Yeah.
So then I don't feel like I'm lost.
And then you're like, okay, I know what to do.
Yeah.
I know exactly where I am. Man, how about some Super Bowl moments, huh?
Yeah.
How many Super Bowls have you done?
So I've done 3 with halftime.
Yeah.
And lately I've been doing, I think it's 2. I don't want to say 3 because I don't feel strong in the 3, but I think it's 2 Lift Every Voice You Sings and national anthems.
Yeah.
That I've been doing.
What were the 3 halftime shows?
The 3 halftimes was Madonna. Madonna did a halftime show, and then Justin did a halftime show, and then we did a halftime show with Shakira and J.Lo.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, we were talking about pressure moments earlier with TV. That's a whole other one, huh?
When you hear the numbers, like 145 million worldwide or 160-something million, it makes you a little nervous.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
What's it feel like when you're playing the Super Bowl halftime show and then the lights go out and it's like...
Oh, it's over.
Start.
All the nervousness is gone. It's a wrap. Like, up until that moment, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
When they say, welcome to the... I said, yo, it's over.
Ooh!
It is go time. It's time for war. It's time to prove it to the world. Yeah. And then right after, I'm like, what did we just do?
Wow. Yeah. Does it feel like history, like a life moment for you in that moment? Do you take those in?
Absolutely. I mean, if it's not history for anybody else, for me personally, I mean, a young kid from Philly growing up in church.
Yeah.
I'm here at the Super Bowl. This is crazy. I remember the first one I did. This is crazy. First one I did with Madonna. I woke up that morning. I opened the curtains. Right, there was like what's those Black Hawk
helicopters,
right?
Yeah,
because they close off the airspace.
Yeah. So that's a military helicopter.
Yeah, so Rob had the dudes hanging off the side. I'm opening up the windows, just looking like, what? Like, and so
you show them your laminate. You're like, I'm good.
I'm like,
I'm okay.
Where is it going? They're like this,
just protecting.
Yeah. Whoa. So then it hit me. I was like, yo, this is kind of a big deal. So I sat in my room, called my mom, called my wife and everything. And I was just like, yo, I'm nervous. Like, this is crazy. And then I thought, after I talked to them, I said, man, I got to call somebody that's like done this before. Like,
yeah.
I need some help. Like, who's done this before? And in my reach, Nobody.
Whoa.
I couldn't call anybody.
Really?
Nobody at that time had experienced it.
Wow.
It's not to say mine was better. It's not about an ego statement here. It's about a real statement of being nervous.
Yeah.
It's like, trying to reach out and find some type of comfort or something.
Wow.
Not at the particular time. By the second time, yeah, because Eric Hernandez had did it, Cora, all the cats had did
with
it. But
Bruno, yeah.
Yeah, but just that first one, it just really hit me. And so I got really grateful.
Wow, man. You're like, man, this is unprecedented. You're the only one of your crew and in your community and your reach that...
I mean, maybe if my circle had been a little wider at that time, I could have reached somebody or knew, but just for me and my small reach at that time, yeah.
Man, that's so crazy. And then, what does it feel like, dude?
I mean, walking, okay, so they come and get you. You're in the dress, you stand in the hallway. I got footage of all of this with all of them.
Yeah.
You get hyped up in the hallway. Justin Timberlake, I remember all of us in the hallway. Hype up, walk out. I have video from my tech because all the pieces of the stage ride out on the stage. So I have that video too, right?
Were you on the stage on your drum part? No,
they wouldn't let us. So only our techs
because they got to push that shit. Yeah.
And so we walking, and it's just walking. We walking, and you walk in. It's like, yo, I'm really here. Like, this is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like this. and this is it. And then you get up there and you get nervous and everybody's hyped, but you're nervous, but everybody's hyped, but you're nervous, but everybody's hyped. and then you just hear that, welcome. You just hear that. When you hear that, it's go time.
Man.
Yeah, so.
And then now your third time with J.Lo and Shakira, you're just like, man, I've already done this.
No.
Here we just another one.
No.
Super Bowl.
Maybe in rehearsals. Right? I'm just being
whole new era of confidence.
Just being transparent.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
maybe in rehearsals, we've done this, but
they're like, so when the light, we're gonna have to move this. Yeah, I know we move the stage quickly. I'm not gonna be on the riser. I know what to do. I already know the walking path.
Yeah, I already know.
We do the hallway thing. Yeah.
But then when they say you walk on the stage, you're like, wait a minute, what are we doing? Like,
do you have my sticks?
Yeah, so now I don't ever think I get used to that.
How many kick drum heads do you have, bro? Do you have all? I know you're doing all your custom kick drum heads.
I have a lot.
You save all of them?
I got all of them.
Where are they at?
They're in my garage in a case, a big touring case.
Put them on the wall, bro.
I don't have enough wall.
You got to get more walls.
I don't have enough wall. We got
You must have 100.
It's over 100.
Over 100.
Yeah. BET Awards, everything, every single thing. Boy band. That's my jam. It's a lot.
That's pretty wild.
I'm gonna do a museum.
You should partner on it with you.
Y'all heard it here, Zach.
That could be kind of cool.
They could.
Like a drumhead artwork exhibit.
That could be cool.
Have a room that's like you. Have a room that's like Lil Jon. Have a room that's like Styx. Have a room that would be super cool.
That would be sick.
Let's do it.
See the body of work. Wow.
This is what we do. We innovate in real time. I would go.
I would too.
I just try to make sure that I think it's cool that I would go to.
I would go because I want to see. I'd be like, oh, I forgot he did. That's what Chris Johnson did. Oh, that's right. Teddy did. Oh, whatever.
By the way, I got something for you. I'm going to call you soon.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, it's a good thing you're hearing it here first, but you're not. I'm going to call him soon with something.
It's $1 million.
Yeah, I'm just going to be like, do you want this $1 million? Just have it.
No, yes, something.
Like, I'm going to give you $1 million in cash, or you can have it in drum heads.
Ooh.
With my face on all of them.
Oh, my wife would jump in at that moment and say, are you crazy?
Take the drum heads. No.
Take the $1 million.
Let's talk about your wife.
Yes.
Your ultimate partner, man.
That's my girl, Brandy Williams Moore. I love you. Beautiful. She's my partner. She changed my life. She's
a music teacher, right?
She's a music teacher at Chandler School. It's a private school in Pasadena.
Amazing.
But she's been doing this. This has been her passion, and being a theater and arts director. So what she does is cool, bro. She does theater productions, Matilda.
Yeah.
She does Grease. She
nice.
does so many of these theater productions. But the cool thing about it is they do full costume.
Yeah.
They have a whole theater on their campus, which is amazing. Treated, the whole nine.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds great, looks great. And so what they do is they do full makeup, they do full costume, and then the cast of the kids actually run the sound, run the lights, charge of the microphone. Like, she's giving opportunities, kind of like
really cool.
What I was thinking with Antonio, my tech. He wanted to be, but here's something that you can do, right? So that's what she does with all her theater productions, and makes her really great at what she does. You're great, baby.
You guys are cute. and what is she like or what are you two like as partners? You know, like you got to tour a lot. How do you balance that?
Yeah, she's first of all very understanding and supportive.
Yeah,
she understands it. She used to tour. So my wife, before she was engulfed in theater and arts, she toured. She toured with Alicia Keys.
Really?
She toured with Tony Braxton.
What was she doing?
She was a background vocalist.
Wow.
So she's familiar.
Yeah, so she knows what it is.
She knows what it is, which I was thankful.
That's a big difference.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah.
So she's supportive, and she sees the big vision.
Yeah.
As far as BFM World, that's my right hand person. She helped with putting everything together: websites, captions, photos, links to this. Like, she's that person behind the scenes. And she also keeps our home very beautiful, and interior decorating is another one of her things that she does. So like she's like my right. I mean, she made me think that things were very possible that I couldn't see.
Yeah.
As a city boy from Philadelphia. So,
do your kids like going to your shows?
They do. You know, they're spoiled.
They're spoiled. Come on, dude. You're on the biggest tours in the world.
They're so used to it. It's like they came out to see Pink.
Yeah.
You know, and they were like, my son Najee, he's like, Dad, I didn't even know I like that many Pink songs, man. He's like, yeah, I recognize them. I'm like, okay. My daughter's like, yeah, I love Pink, Dad, but I love you, Dad, and I saw you. I'm like, oh God.
That's cute.
I love it though. They're
cute.
Great, yeah.
Your son's like, yeah, Pink's gonna do well. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, Dad. She got a lot of songs.
You know, really promising artist.
I'm like, I know that.
That's kids, man, right?
Yeah.
Come on. So, since you've had gigs on gigs, what's a dream gig that you haven't had?
Well, I think everybody knows this. I'm still going for it. Sting.
Oh, the Sting gig.
Sting is my ultimate musical gig. I learned so much from Vinny. Dave and Vinny was the first drummers I heard coming out of church.
Yeah.
It changed my life.
Yeah.
I never knew that type of expression was okay.
Yeah.
Like and people say, but I'm gonna give you a small example. Like putting 2 on your kick drum before an open crash. Method. Mentality.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound like, you know what I mean?
You can hit the crash without a kick drum?
Like, really? Like, you know what I'm saying?
For
like,
sure.
Open up your head to different expressions. So, and then when I found out that Vinny was playing with Sting, then I got into Sting.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God, these style of songs are crazy. It's so incredible. So I had an immediate love coming out of church for Sting and Vinny.
Man, so like, how are we going to get you on Sting?
So I never told this story.
Let's go.
We're at the Super Bowl. This is Minneapolis. My wife was there. And so we're there for Justin Timberlake halftime Super Bowl. So there's a hotel that we're staying at. And that hotel, there was word that Bono was there. Like, people saw Bono. I didn't see it. Like, I can't be a part of that. I'm not going to lie. I was like, really? Are you the real Bono was here? Anyway, so it was
not just Irish man with glasses.
Right. So apparently the hotel we were staying at was a popular hotel. So a lot of those guys were staying. So I was like, I didn't see Bono. So me and my wife wake up in the morning. We go down. We're going to have breakfast. We go downstairs. I'm wiping the cold on my eyes. Walk up. I look over to the side. I said, babe, is that Sting? Sitting right there, like with the breakfast place. I said, that's Sting. She said, that is Sting. So the waitress come over. Hello, how may I help you? I said, and there was a table, one table over from her. I said, we want to sit right there.
Yeah.
I said, can we sit right there? She said, yeah, we can sit right there. So we had to walk past him. I walked past him. Just looking. Hey, how you doing? I said, babe, that's Sting. This is my dream. God did this for us. Like,
I already got the gig, man. We're next to him.
Playing at the Super Bowl. I can use that as leverage so he won't just think.
You're not just a guy.
Yes. That's perfect. So we had the whole breakfast. I'm just staring, looking around. He was with the guitar player. I forget his name. Long. You know what I'm talking about. It's leaving my head.
Yeah. Oh God.
But
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
They were having breakfast. So I noticed that they had finished. I was nervous, bro. I was like, what do I do? What do I say?
Yeah.
He's at breakfast. That's disrespectful. You interrupted somebody's breakfast. I went through, but then I saw they were finishing. He asked for the bill.
Yeah.
I said, it's even now or never.
You're like, he doesn't realize that breakfast is free for me.
Yes. So,
I got it, Sting.
Right.
Put it on my room. Yeah.
So I walked up. I had my business card. I walked up. True story. I walked up. I said, excuse me. I said, I know this is highly disrespectful, but I'm a huge fan of yours. I'm a musician, and I just had to come over to meet you and tell you how much you touched me. Songwriting. Vinny was an icon drummer for me. So in your heyday when you guys were working. I love everything that you've done, and as a fellow musician, I felt it necessary to come over and tell you.
Yeah.
He says, thank you. He says, thank you. He says, what are you doing here? I said,
yes.
I said, God, you the man. I said, I'm just playing the halftime show with Justin Timberlake. You know, he said, oh, the halftime you play with Justin Timberlake. He said, yeah. He said, what's your name? I said, I just happen to have a car here. Listen, I know you guys are having breakfast. I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
He said, no, what's your name? I said, here's my car, Brian Frasier-Moore. He's a drummer. I said, you know. He says, yeah, I'll check out the halftime show. I said, well, my email's on there if you like any feedback that you can give me, you know, about the halftime performance. But basically, I was just coming over to say thank you, like, for your artistry and everything. He said, cool, I'll check it out. Never heard from him ever since. But that's my story about getting.
He was like, dear BFM, good show, but bar 37, I feel like you were on bar 39.
Oh my God.
Try reading charts.
Yes, try a chart on the Super Bowl performance.
Well, dude, I got a Sting plug. And you know what, bro? Just going to say it right now. You may see this podcast, bro. Sting follows me.
Sting. We should have a serious talk. Like, the way that you touch people with your music, a church boy like me that had to transition styles and understand and respect for it. We should talk because you got to know that you're touching people out here like this, man. Seriously.
Sting, look, you need to do BFM on the next tour. Let's go.
No disrespect to anyone, but
Sting, look, I've been thinking about it a lot. BFM would be the perfect drummer for you to next. He'll do exactly what you want. He's going to get inside your head. He's going to know where you want to go. It's going to be ahead of time. You don't even have to play bass anymore, Sting. You can have Adam on bass.
I know Adam will be right there. He was like, I'll do it.
Dude, he's Sting let me stay in his house.
Wow.
One of his many houses.
Yeah.
Dude's got,
yeah,
a bunch of houses,
of course.
but his flat in Knightsbridge, I stayed in for a month in London, like 7 years ago.
Crazy.
And he had the Synchronicity bass in the house.
Wow.
Just chilling in the house. I was like, wow, this is pretty tight.
Like it's nothing.
He's a good guy.
That's what's up.
Not to him, it's just a bass. Come on.
Not just a bass.
He's British.
There you go. Just a bass.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be in Italy with him next summer. So
nice.
Let's think about how we spend this whole year strategizing to put you in the position for me to have the thing next summer to get you on drums. He's got a new drummer right now.
Yeah,
Chris. I forgot his last name. I think he was drumming with Mumford & Sons.
Okay.
They're about to do a trio tour.
Nice.
I think it's called Sting 3.0 or something. It's like right now.
Nice.
Anyways, all right, dude. BFM on Sting? What's the last gig on earth you'd ever want to do? Just kidding. So unless you got an answer. What's your least favorite gig? Who's the worst paying artist? Who pays the least? Who makes you share a room? You got to talk, man.
I love everyone. What?
Let's play a game of Would You Rather.
Okay.
Would you rather play kick, snare, hat or kick, floor, tom, china?
Kick, snare, hat.
Okay. Would you rather play with JT or Madonna?
These just... He saved these for the end, right? Whew. Okay. Based on...
I'm just fucking kidding, bro. I don't know. I'm not putting you on the spot. I wasn't serious about kick, floor, china.
Okay. I'm gonna answer them.
Oh man, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Okay, I think we're good, dude. I just wanted to talk to you. It's so nice to have you here, man. You mean so much to me, bro. I'm a big fan. I look up to you a lot.
Thank you, brother.
And thank you for even your support and Jam Card along the way, man. Has meant a lot to me.
Man, it's my pleasure. And you guys are doing a great job. I mean, you inspired me on the business side, and you inspired me with the passion of wanting to bring a community together. So congratulations on that. Everyone there, you're doing a great job. Your team is behind you, and it's really inspiring.
Thank you, man.
To be 100% honest.
I appreciate it. We appreciate it. The we mentality. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Frasier-Moore. BFMworld.com.
Yes, sir.
Go see Pink on tour. And then you just watch him tour forever. You're just going to tour forever, bro. Oh, wait. No. That's my last question. Where do you want to be in 10 years?
No. Touring is becoming the third seat.
30 years in.
Well, the album is taking a little while, right? Because
the BFM album?
Brian Frasier-Moore. Debut album.
Let's go.
It's almost done.
I'll let you hear some.
I'll let you hear some when we hang up.
Please.
Almost done. 2 songs shy of being 2 songs mixed. I have to mix 2 songs and then the record is done.
Amazing.
Okay, so partnerships.
Yeah.
Expanding curriculum. Selling my curriculum. I'll show you that too.
You know I got a plug for that too, bro.
I'm out of here, bro.
Got to talk about it.
I'm out of here.
This is the final leg of BFM touring all the time?
I mean,
close to it?
Yeah, I mean, evolving was what I like to say. Yeah. Everyone has to evolve, right?
Of course. Yeah.
You guys evolve, but if you don't have any plan or any ideas for that, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Right? So I have a lot of ideas. You said it. Try them. Put them out there.
Man.
Try them.
You can always turn the switch off, go all in on yourself and your ideas. You can always turn that switch back on.
Yeah, 100%.
People will always take BFM's bet back on the drums. All right, cool. Let's go.
I hope so.
Let's go, man. Well, I'm here to support and help you build.
Thank you, man.
Let's do some great stuff, man.
I'm with it. Thank you, brother.
Brian Frasier-Moore. Let's go.
Go with Elmo. Go with Elmo. Go with Elmo. Go with Elmo. Go with Elmo.